Welcome to the Awakened Warrior. Warriors Unite! This is the show where I talk about current news stories and give my spiritual and psychological take on it, all for the purpose of awakening, educating, enlightening, and empowering the collective. Welcome, everybody. My name is Blaire. I'm known as the Love Guru. I'm a spiritual teacher, an intuitive heart healer, a psychic, a medium, a dating and relationship expert, a marriage and family therapist, a horse healer, an animal communicator, and a proud awakened warrior. I am so excited and happy to be with you guys today. It's been quite a while since I recorded one of these shows, since I recorded a video. I've kind of just been sitting with spirit, which is the same word I use for God or the universe or my angels and guides, all of them. I've just been sitting with spirit and really just connecting about my mission, about where I'm going from here. And I think that that's what's going on for a lot of us indigos. I want to go through what we're talking about today, the agenda. Today I'm going to be covering mostly, I'm going to be talking about targeted individuals. And whether you're familiar with this topic or not, I'm going to give you an overview, and then we're going to go into a direction that you probably haven't heard about before, because there's been a lot of, let's say, new developments happening in the world related to targeted individuals. And I'll give you like a little bit of a preview here, is that this is basically an operation, a nefarious, which means evil, a nefarious agenda that the government has been doing on its people, studying its people, and playing tricks on them, let's say. We're going to get more into this. And it used to be just certain parts of the population, and now it's more like they're basically out of beta testing. And now they're going for the gold, and all of us truth warriors. And this is information that you should know. So first off, I want to share that this episode might be a little bit disturbing to you. It might be a little triggering to you. So I want to just give that warning, that heads up. The reason why, first off, when you're dealing with those emotions, I'm going to help you process them as we go through this episode. That's the beauty of me not just teaching and talking about the New World Order. I am a healer. So I am helping you process your emotions so that you are a proud and powerful warrior who's able to go out and serve the world, serve yourself, and serve humanity. The other thing I want to get to before I go into all this is my new book came out. This is the first book in the series, the fairy tale series. Let me see if I can hold this up correctly. Do you know my husband? So everything I teach is about breaking out of the matrix. Another way of saying that is breaking out of illusions, which are lies, and stepping into truth. This is the first book that is connected to a website. It's the story of a website that I put up in 2004 where I was looking for my husband, hence the title, that ended up going viral. And what happened was I moved from the very traditional way of people, how people look for love and how people do relationships, because this has relationship teachings too. It's not just for people who are single. It's for those who are, plenty of people read it who are in a relationship or married. And they're like, I learned so much. Thanks, Blaire. And this is about stepping out of the matrix of love and relationships. So typically in this world, in this fake world of illusion that we're living in, we're told that you have to go look for love. We're told you have to go to singles events. We're told you have to go look online or through a dating app to find the one. That's false. False information, right? Fake news. We got to step away from that. This will break you out of that, the dating, love, relationship matrix, okay? My second book in the series, look how the book covers look similar but different colors, recently came out. It's called Doing My Life My Way, Stepping Out of the Illusion and Jumping to Higher Timelines, which is a fucking awesome subtitle. Thank you, God. This is this book, the story that happens after this. These are all like, you know when you read a good book and then you're like, oh, I kind of was like starting to like that character and I want to keep reading about them, but then like there's no more books that the author wrote about them. Well, guess what? These books are all about me, and I continued writing about me because I was told to write about me many years ago. And I just continued because I went through a lot. I have gone through a lot of shit, and I've gone through a lot of experiences, and I've gone through a lot of learning, and I've gone through a lot of healing. And I always knew that that was done for a higher reason, for me to share my teachings and the lessons that I learned with you. So this book takes place after this one, and this is when I first moved down to South Florida. I am actually back up north in the New Jersey, New York City area again, but this is when I moved down to Florida. I had just attracted my twin flame. We were in a relationship. I moved down to South Florida. I ended up going to grad school, and I was in this new land, which was again South Florida, and I was going through the spiritual detox, and I was examining I had already done a bunch of healing work, but I was examining, Spirit was taking me through examining all these things about like my family and about my work and about society. And that's what I talk about this book is cool because it has like my journal entries, and then it has journal prompts for you to examine like what I'm talking about in my experience and applying it to you. The other thing that's cool about this book is that it talks about how to be a leader of the new earth. Oh, look how that tied in. Because again, we have a lot of corrupt leaders, and you don't just become a non-corrupt leader by saying, I'm not going to be a corrupt leader, or I value truth and honesty. No, that's not how that works. You have to actually heal yourself, do your inner work, so that you become, the word that's coming up, and I hate to say this, but the word is bulletproof, and I'm like cringing at that word, but that's what Spirit gave me to say right now, so that you become bulletproof to not get corrupt, because the dark energy is lingering everywhere, and it's easy to be tricked into that and to be pulled into that, and then before you know it, you're on the side of the dark. Back to this Operation Warp Speed. This guy's talking about how he has a noble mission to deliver vaccines. Now, he probably truly thinks that. I think he does. And he's been brainwashed. He's been programmed to believe that there's this like scary virus going on. And that he's here to save the world, when he's not. He's actually bringing the human race to its demise. So this is fucking bizarre, but this is how these people speak in the military, because they are brainwashed. And again, I don't want to say it's just them being brainwashed. There are plenty of spiritual people who do work on themselves that are totally brainwashed too.